What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trades and Gains. It's your favorite market analyst, Max Pitts, and it's lunchtime, and the algos are fully caffeinated. And while most people are arguing on X whether Powell is bluffing, the smart money is out here making real moves. Welcome to your midday flow check, where we break down the biggest, wildest, and sneakiest trades from Investor Central Club Flow, the most actionable insight platform that you can get today. By the way, we still have that code 125 to get your first month for $25. So let's get straight into it and go with the mega orders here. So we had QQQ kicking things off with about a $65 million block on the 465 calls due June 20th of 2025. That netted them about 20,000 contracts at $32.69 each. Yeah, that's real money. Someone's betting the NASDAQ is going to fly this summer. This isn't a swing trade. It's a declaration of tech faith. We also had SPY come in hot and heavy here on the 530 calls. $18 million dropped, giving them about 11,498 contracts at a $15.72 average. Now, this one's for the doomers. Someone's hedging like they expect a September rug pull. Now, some unhinged activity here. We had someone drop 1.07 million on the 750 MSTR calls due October 17th of 2025 with a 2240 average. And mind you, Mr.'s trading at 380.20 when they made this order, and this was early in the day, 9:45 a.m. This is not a typo, by the way. MicroStrategy, aka Bitcoin's SPAC twin, just got nearly $1 million swept through it. And that's for the upside. Someone is YOLOing on a crypto breakout here. Does somebody know something? We also had Home Depot come in with a couple of call orders. We had one up here at about 1.63 million for the 390 calls due June 20th. And we also had 10 million dropped on the June 17th 360 calls here. Home Depot's back, apparently. Shit, I didn't know that. Looks like I got to go get some labor workers out there. Anyways, this is the most expensive Father's Day gift in history, apparently. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some weird sweeps that we saw throughout today. First things first, we saw QQQ 516.25. So we're looking at something that's going to expire next week. We're looking at the 490 calls. We got 1 million thrown into these at a 643 average. And we also are seeing QQQ lead the pack today with 77.57 million in inflow so far, with 66 million in calls against 10 million in puts. Now, bulls and bears are throwing hands currently, and the bulls brought a flamethrower. So never bring fists to a flamethrower fight, apparently. Multiple sweeps across expiries and strikes. This isn't scalping. This is aggressive positioning as well. We also had CBOE in here as well. We had 1.3 million in the 220 calls due for 1/16/26. That would be January 16th of 2026 there. Why does this matter? Because no one talks about CBOE. And when big money targets thin names, it's usually info driven. Someone's gaming volume exposure early. Now, again, that 750 call is just poking it out. And this was not a block. This was a sweep. And when you sweep the book, you're telling the market, give me size now and I'll pay up. That is not retail behavior whatsoever. Now let's go ahead and pull over our dark pool prints here. Wait, we got to get rid of our big money first. Now in our dark pool world, looks like we had some more activity come in. We had VU come in with a $283.73 million order, giving them about 547,000 contracts at the $518.24 price at 10:49 a.m. Nearly 284 million was moved quietly. You won't see this on your E-Trade dashboard. You will see it on Investor Central Club Scanner. That's right. We saw also SPY with some big blocks here. We saw a SPY with a nice little $76 million right here at the 564.68 level. You think SPY is just drifting? Think again. There's size moving below the surface, and that's where the direction gets decided. QQQ, we had 50.57 million at the 489.09 spot. And that was a qualified contingent trade, which equals big institutional repositioning. Translation, this isn't your average YOLO call. It's tied to something bigger. We also had IWD, IWF, VIG, all printed between 58 million and 95 million. These are smart beta ETFs. When you see them move together, that's factor rotation, aka funds moving money out of one theme and into another before Powell ruins the mood. So what's our big takeaways here, folks? Tech is still king. QQQ and MSTR are seeing monster upside bets. If you're bearish tech, someone's willing to bet 65 million that you're wrong. Hedging is starting to heat up. SPY puts plus dark pool volume equals institutions aren't fully sold on the rally yet. I've been saying that for weeks, by the way. And there's factor rotation is very much real. Growth ETFs like IWF and value ETFs like IWD both lit up today. This isn't retail, it's rebalancing ahead of CPI, FOMC, and macro chaos. And that's your midday market flow breakdown. If you didn't know where the smart money was before, well, now you do, dumbass. Drop your favorite ticker in the comments and I'll give you a flow check on it maybe. And want these alerts in real time, go ahead and tap into Investor Central Club because guessing is expensive, but tracking flow is free. Well, kind of, because if you use the code 125, you can get your first month for only $25. Make sure you like and sub and share with a trader still drawing triangles on TradingView and calling it TA. Let's go ahead and upgrade that playbook. See you guys in the next one and see you for our daily recap.